Ladies and gentlemen of the commentary community, I have been searching around for a while now as I relay on my break, seriously just, I don't know, jerking off in my bedroom doing whatever the fuck I feel like. And I'm happy to say I finally found something to make a video on. You guys know what I found? A super fucking cool manga that I'm actually gonna make a video on later, but you know what else I found? A woman doing extremely woman things. Oh dear lord, I am gonna come. Now, prior to her drama with her ex-boyfriend, and also this video in particular, I actually wasn't all that familiar with who Omnia was as a person or her content all that much. I simply just knew she was a commentator that made commentary videos because everyone I knew told me her videos are fucking awful. Right after watching this video, I'll check out her other catalog of videos, and let me just say, it is fucking awful. I would put it just right below the quality of Just a Robot's videos, and Just a Robot makes some pretty awful content, but yeah, her videos are just slightly worse. However, with that said, I'm not here to talk about her boyfriend trauma or her other drama. I'm fucking rapping here. No, I'm just gonna talk about this one video in particular that she uploaded.
Your girl so fine, but her breath is like...
If you've hanged around the commentary sphere for any amount of time now recently, you probably have a good idea of what video I'm talking about, and it's the one titled The Commentary Community's Biggest Flaw. Little fun fact here, the art in the thumbnail is actually traced over, or if you're her, it's actually just very heavily referenced. She didn't credit the artist until much later when she got called out for it multiple times, and for some reason she deleted all the comments that were calling her out for it, but that's not something I'm gonna really focus on in this video. From what I've seen and from what she's posted on Twitter, it actually seems like, to me at least, that the situation in regards to that is actually being handled very well. So, good for Omnia, I guess? Question mark? Here's the artist's Instagram page and also her Twitter if you actually want to go check out more of her art. It's actually pretty nice if I do say so myself. Alright, now that I've gotten all the bullshit out of the way, it is time to simply go point by point in this video since I don't want to play the entire video since I don't want this video that I'm making to be an hour long. So I'm simply just going to go point by point, take my average sized penis, and simply spunk my little pleasure juice all over each point. I'm not saying any of this because she's a woman, I'm saying all of this because her points are just that shit.
My very speedy language lesson. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Hopefully you don't mind that the camera's changed. The lighting in my room keeps changing, so I just decided to use a different camera for today. And also, I hope you...
Okay, I'm gonna try my dang darnest hardest to actually not focus on the quality of the video itself and instead just her points, but while I'm here, and while the fact that she just said, here's a very speedy introduction of word language or word class or whatever the fuck she just said, I feel like I've been sitting here for 3 hours listening to her babble on about shit that I really shouldn't give a shit about, okay? I simply just want to hear the points, and I simply don't want to hear all this filler that you're putting into your fucking video to span out the runtime, because frankly, it's very fucking boring. This video is incredibly slow, your personality is incredibly uninteresting, and that goes for all of your videos.
Here it is. So with trauma, it tends to be abuse, threats of violence, death.
I have no idea what she meant when she put financial here, but if I can't make a video on Internet AJ for losing thousands of dollars in a Bitcoin scheme, then I think that's a little bit of, you know, gay. It's pretty retarded, man, no offense.
Things like that. Whereas with drama, those tend to be pretty lukewarm experiences that a lot of people go through. For example, having a fall.
Okay, man, now what the fuck? Yes, of course, how could I forget? If you are cheated on, it's not like it'll have any lifelong, long-term fucking punishment on the rest of your relationships for the rest of your life. No, of course not. It will never end up like that. It's simply just something that everyone goes through. Same goes for gossiping, allegations, and spreading rumors. If here's a rumor going around that you rape little kids or you're a pedophile, then that's just something everyone goes through. You won't have any lifelong repercussions from that. You won't retain any trauma from that. That's just a little slap on the wrist. If you weren't able to tell where this video is going to go, she is indeed about to moral fag over people using traumatic experiences to create entertaining content. However, though, with that said, before we get into the next section of her video, I wanted to play this clip right here.
That happens and it's just sort of an inconvenience, you can still have a negative reaction to it. Sometimes you can even have somatic symptoms of drama, but that doesn't tend to last as long or be as life-changing as someone who went through a traumatic event. That's mainly the two difference. It's that easy.
Alright, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend as though drama and trauma aren't two entirely completely different things, because they are, and one of them is much more serious than the other. I'm sure you can guess which one. When you go through a drama, you are seeing a situation in a negative light and interpreting a relatively neutral event as a terrible experience. Even though your brain may react to drama in a similar way to a real threat, you can actually change your perspective to be a more positive one. That's the biggest difference between drama and trauma. It's not how long the effects last. Trauma is usually a lot different different because it affects the mind and body and it becomes a traumatic experience. That's how you get things like insomnia, nightmares, flashbacks, and also other issues. People with PTSD usually have trauma and they need therapy to cope with their trauma. Sometimes trauma can actually be caused by drama. Things that this bitch over here said are drama. Things like cheating, allegations, accusations, rumors. Some shit can really fuck you up in that. I know I haven't been focusing on comedy here a lot, but that's because this video partially genuinely offends me. To simply sprinkle down what may actually be a very serious issue to just, oh, it's how long the effects last is genuinely very frustrating, and it actually pisses me off a lot. Genuine opinions to come out of something like this require much more thought and level-headed thinkingness than whatever the fuck is coming out of her pubic hair-infested mouth.
Do you recall an example, either recently or years ago, where YouTubers/content creators mishandled a serious, abusive, or traumatic situation and treated it like drama or entertainment? How so, or in what way? Here's what some of you said. Thuman said, an instance I remember is some milking the passing of Technoblade and regarding it as drama. Another case would be Emily Artful's situation where there was a serious allegation that wasn't handled with care by some. A third one would be the Gabby Hanna and Bianca Devin situation. Iris said, the entire Birdie thing back in 2018 and 2019 to be honest. Fox said, yes, the Onision and Davi Vanity situations. Shiva said, has anyone mentioned the time Logan Paul went into the Japanese suicide forest and filmed a dead body? They acted like kids in a jump scare house. The police had to tell them the forest was off limits. Cyrus said, the Sashley situation comes to mind, especially since they were blamed for being a child in an allegedly predatory relationship with an adult. The art community has a very big victim blaming issue. Mosh said, pretty much anything having to do with Chris Chan. Hariana said, Sam Pepper when he pranked his friend that he was K-worded or something like that. They said, the entirety of the Amber versus Johnny trial. So many people memed it and acted as if it was a new episode of Euphoria, and even made clip compilations. Kai Juno said, I feel like the Gabby Petito case in 2019. People were treating it more like a cheating drama rather than grooming and CSA allegations. M4 Hall said, any true crime makeup or mukbang channel. Ozzy said, someone mentioned the Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp trial thing, and I gotta agree. People treated that shit like it was a TV show, and it was disgusting.
Alright, I know I just played a super long-ass clip, don't worry, I'm gonna be sitting here and talking for a longest time now. First things first, anyone who responded to her tweet with an answer to her question is the worst person you could ever meet, and they probably suck a lot at parties. Second off, every single answer to this question made me feel a certain type of way. I either A, had no idea what any of these fucking situations were, or B, felt like most of their fucking issues with the situations were completely and unfathomably based on the dumbest shit that you could ever think of. What was that dumb shit entirely? Well, probably just the fact that creators were talking about serious things in any capacity. Of course, that is just speculation, but I mean, what else is your issue with this gonna be? Oh, they didn't discuss it with such fucking sensitivity regarding the subject. It's the fucking Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial. What sensitivity needs to be taken when talking about this when the conclusion is already front right there in your fucking face? Everyone obviously already knew that Amber Heard was guilty, alright? She shit on a bed. And second off, this situation was incredibly hilariously funny. Like, if you want to make clip compilations in regards to how much an awful actor Amber Heard is, please do that. It's very funny, alright? Don't let these people dissuade you. If you have an actual issue with this, you have no fun in your life, man. I think that's what I can say for most of the situations that people actually mentioned on here. Shit like the Gabby Hanna stuff, you can make videos on that. That's the trending topic. People are gonna make videos on trending topics all the damn time. That's the entire point of the tea community and of the commentary community. Should it be handled with such seriousness? Yeah, of course. It has to be handled with at least a bit of seriousness. I mean, after all, well, okay, maybe not the fucking Gabby Hanna, Amber Heard stuff, not that. But shit like, I don't know, Bianca Devins, that needs to be handled with seriousness, alright? But then again, I don't know anyone who didn't handle it with seriousness. I fail to see any fucking examples that Omnia actually brought up in this entire video. Anyways, what else is here?
People have absolutely no semblance of respect, morality, or common decency when it comes to the grief and trauma of others. One obvious example is the YouTuber Brazo, who has made countless videos on Technoblade, his death, and his cancer. People began accusing him of milking Technoblade's illness and eventual death, so to combat this, he claimed he would donate $3,000 to Technoblade's charity. This video has since been deleted, so obviously that points to something being wrong. You see,
My absolute least favorite part of this entire section of her video, and as a matter of fact, probably my least favorite part of her video, is the fact that she acts as if Brazo is this one guy that's representing the entire commentary community, as if Brazo just wasn't this one guy that everyone shitted on when he was fucking up so heavily for making so many videos on Technoblade and faking the money he gave to charity. I mean, fucking Jalen, like, fuck me, man. I hate the shit out of Jalen, alright? Jalen's a piece of shit. But you know what? At least Jalen actually made some very nice, very heartwarming, very wholesome, very sensitive videos regarding the subject surrounding Technoblade's death. It was simply delivering on the news that a well-known content creator was no longer with us and had simply passed away. And that's good. That's simply delivering the news, alright? That's something people want to hear. But no, it's all about Brazo. Brazo this, Brazo that. Oh, Brazo raped my mother. Oh, Brazo fucked me. Oh, Brazo fucked my boyfriend. Oh, Brazo eats his dog for dinner or something. Oh, fuck me. Oh, Brazo. Oh, Brazo. Brazo. Ah! Alright, well, I think I'm done here now. Frankly, I did not cover everything in this video that could have been covered, but she makes herself look so retarded with each and every single point. I think if I did it anymore, I'd probably actually feel bad about myself. So with that said, this was a DJK Draketh video. Don't ever trust Omnia, and I hope to God no one else does, because frankly, there's a lot of videos being made on her right now, all for good reason with how shitty this video was. And with all of this said, this is Draketh, baby. Go over and control your narrative. Bye-bye.